One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Lies cut all ties like the flies in the sky, soaring high, I'm on a level with a medal, time to fly. Lost spies, woodwicking drama in the night, time to fight. I'm not dying for a sinner with no sight and no light. Knocking off the wicked, stacking quickest on a wire. Click that bang, shots are fired, running from life desire. Making a labor run with an aim of small fire. Slap the rattler on my shoulder, this fool ain't no liar. They call me Humble D, dominating, being humble. I will sting you like a bee, kill your talents when you stumble. Mark my vision, bring me down, 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 right to your mumble. I can finally see this ball, but all the fakeness isn't subtle. Who's that with a boom bap? Robbie's in a school rap. Judging makes you wix, so fix a leak on your screw cap. Looking for a tweet on the subject, you threw back. I'm ending all this here, I've got no time for a loop back.
Hey, what's up, guys? How is it going? Here we are, another exclusive interview tonight. We are on season 5, episode 10 of the Tune Talk Review Show. I'm Robbie P, and I'm going to bring in the awesome Robert Paul Band, with my wife Gemma P. So let's bring them in right now, guys. Here we go. How's it going?
Oh, we're there now.
We are. We're live right now on YouTube.
Nice.
We are.
Nice.
Yeah. Awesome. So welcome, guys.
Hey, thanks for being here, man. This is fun, man. I love going to talking to people across the pond. It's like,
Me too.
Appreciate you coming on, appreciate you giving your time to be here, tonight for us, today for you, you know what I mean? It's absolutely awesome. So would you like to tell everybody a little bit about yourselves, who you are, what you do, where you're from? Go for it.
Robert, you go first, brother. Go ahead.
My name is Robert Paul. I am from originally a small town in North Florida, but my music career was Jacksonville, Florida. I played in a band called the Johnny Van Zant Band. Johnny's now the singer for Leonard Skinner. Since that time, I kind of did other things in life, but I never stopped playing. And in the last 10 years, I was able to connect with some musicians in Nashville. And that's how I met Tim McGeary. And that's how I decided to make this record. Tim and I had been writing for a long time, but always apart. So once we got together, there was a different kind of magic that happened. And it produced this record. So
awesome.
Here we go.
Awesome.
Go.
So, and Tim.
Basically, I was with a band called the Rescue A&M Records. I've been bands for a long time, Neighbors and Allies and the Rescue. And we were signed to EG Management. They had Roxy Music and Killing Joke at the time and King Crimson. So we got to get some really good gigs going. And I did that for a couple of years. The band broke up. And then Neighbors and Allies got together. We had like some, first right of refusal stuff. It gave us $10,000 to make some demos and, blah, blah, blah. But I've always been doing writing music. It's just part of me. I cannot stop it. It just, just flows. And so I have to run with it, But the cool thing is and I'm in Florida, I'm down here, in Naples, it's like, and, the last couple of years, but the last 12 years, I've been going up to Nashville, learning, and writing with some really, really good writers, some guys with big hits, and, taught me a lot of stuff. When I first went up there, I thought, oh, I know what I'm doing. But, when I went up there, that's like, they really, really phenomenal writers, and really, it took me to a different level. And it took me a couple of years to get it to that level. It didn't just, instantly happen, but I worked at it and I didn't want to give up. And, so that's when I met Robert, my friend Mike Kinnaman. He was like the manager and road manager of Johnny Van Zant Band. He's a good friend of Robbie's. And, he said, hey, Tim, I'd like you and Robbie to get together and see if you can put stuff together. And we wrote, and so we came down to my house and my studio, which I've been working on hard to sound decent, but I have some good friends that have been, really helped me along. And we put this in. It was like totally organic. It was just like, things just flowed. We just had a good time. We relaxed. Got the songs. Got them to where we wanted them, and then put this thing out. And we got this our first endeavor together. It's Lucky Number 7 is the name of the record, and we just it's fun. We're proud of this record. Came out pretty good.
Awesome. Well, you know, it's amazing, isn't it? You know what I mean? That you guys here tonight, you've got music on the Microbrew Radio Chart show. You know, that's where
oh.
we heard your music. It was there, but we can put it back there. So, you know,
Oh,
that's it's
yeah.
definitely going to be done. So,
So
Mrs. P.
you were at number 11 in the Microbrew Radio Chart show, but you've moved up to number 8 this week.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yay!
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the top 10, I'm in.
Yeah.
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 So
Did.
yeah, so obviously, you know, you got a track out there. It'd be nice for you to get a second song in that chart. And we do have some comments tonight, guys, as well. So Christine Parsons, she says, "Evening, guys."
Hey, Christine, how you doing?
That's
Hey,
my
Christine.
mother right there. That's my
Your mother?
Yeah.
Hi, Mom.
Hi,
She's-
Mom.
She's on every show, guys. Every show.
Or is it Mum? Is it Mum?
It's
Or
however
Mom.
you mom, mother, however you want to say it, you know. As long as you're nice.
Uh-oh.
What she's doing, she's making sure that you behave. That's
Yeah.
Definitely.
That's it, yeah. That's exactly it. So GD Music, Graham Drayton has said, "Hey guys."
Hey, what's up? Hey, how you doing?
And we have Ricky Armstrong, Ricky's Rebel Rabble. He said, "Welcome, Robbie, Tim. Nice to hear you."
Oh, thanks, Ricky. Good.
Thank you, Ricky.
Oh, there you go. And we have a message from Microbrew Radio Chart Show. "Hey guys, Kicking Down the Road is doing great." And that's where it is, up to 11 to number 8. Well done, guys.
Oh,
So there you go.
Wow.
Awesome.
That's what
There we
Gemma
go.
was on about before.
And it entered at 19, so it's a long
Yeah,
way to the
yeah.
top
It's a brilliant song. It is.
if you want
Excellent
to
song.
rock and roll.
So you got any questions, love, before we start the first song?
Do what?
No, sorry, I've got a screaming cat in my ear. She's singing to us at the minute.
We have cats that are in season. If you keep going, I'm going to get them in the studio recording. You know.
Wow.
So,
You don't have like
Okay.
50 cats in there or anything, do you?
honestly, I'm the cat woman. I'm the cat woman.
Crazy cat lady, yeah.
I am the crazy cat lady with the bipolar. That's the one.
Boy, how did you find me and Tim? Now I know.
Honestly.
Oh,
So I
good.
just want to ask you individual questions. So Robert, you've I've done like a bit of reading up on you, and you've wrote 20 hit songs. Is that right?
Well, I've wrote 20 that got on the radio, and a
Yep.
few of them were hits. So yeah, it was from 1980 to 1990.
Mhm.
Very active on FM radio, as they used to call it, and actually had a number one with Brickyard Road. So, and then Skinner came calling, and I decided to do something else. And so, long
Yep.
story, short story, good for me because I would have never met Tim, and so without
Definitely.
Tim, I would have never written these songs, and
Mhm.
they're really good. We both
Awesome.
progressed in our songwriting career, so very happy.
And I've seen you've been trained like in jazz, rock, and Spanish and country and things. Which one is the most that you like to do? Or do you find them all you like to do, all the genres, or is the one that sticks out most to you that you like to do?
Well, you know, I take something from all of them.
Mhm.
Definitely you can hear Spanish in my playing.
Hmm.
You can also hear a little bit of jazz, but I learned most of my stuff from being in an orchestra in college. I kind of had a big influence. I sat behind the violin players, and I would
Nice.
say from doing that for 2.5 years, I kind of developed my own style, a little unorthodox.
Yeah.
I
Mhm.
grew up on the Allman Brothers and Brian May of Queen, and every player you can
Yep.
think of. But I always had those players in the back of my head, so it kind of created a different sound for me. I hope.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Awesome. So where did the inspiration come from for Kicking Down the Road?
Tim.
Oh,
Oh, that's it, bro.
well, you know, you call a musician that breaks up with his girlfriend, right? homeless. Okay, so, so
On his bottom, we call it. On his bottom,
Yeah,
to put it politely.
yeah.
Sorry, I just wanted to stop right there. There's somebody called Lisa trying to connect to the studio.
Yeah, let her connect. Yeah.
It can only have 4 people on.
People-
Okay,
on
I'll
the
tell
show.
her. Well, how does she see it?
It's just it keeps coming
She can
up.
see it like on YouTube.
Yeah,
Okay.
she can see it on YouTube. It's just this is the show link. I can only let 4 people in.
Okay.
Oh,
hang
yeah.
on.
Yeah, it only lets it
yeah.
before.
Yeah,
All right,
unfortunately.
what does she look for on YouTube?
She just got to go on DGB Music Media UK,
Hang
Okay.
on.
and we'll be live on there.
DBG.
So DG
DGB.
Yeah,
Music
Yeah.
Media UK.
got it. Thank you.
No problem.
But
So-
so I just basically, just I know some people have had some bad relationships, you know what I mean, and sometimes it's the female's choice, sometimes it's the man's choice. You know, they're like, they're be anything. So I just made it like sort of, it's a little comical in a way, but it's just a fun, like, sort of like rocking song. You're just going down the
Yeah.
road and you're just talking about, like, and not doing your bad love anymore, because these guys are, I mean, I have so many friends that are single that, like, right now, and female and male, and they just really want to find somebody.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like they're tired of going through the dating, the whole thing. So I'm like, okay. So, and I don't know, this song sort of came from that, but I've had some friends that've had some really, like, terrible relationships, and so I thought, okay, well, this just sort of came about. And I just sort of think about, like, I'm kicking down the road. Like, I mean, it's just, it's a hook, so like that. Yeah.
So who's playing what instruments on this song?
The acoustic guitars, and I do all the vocals. Robbie does the guitar. This is sort of funny too, because Robbie didn't really do like a lot of slide, because when the plan he was in with Johnny Van Zandt, he had another slide player that was really good, and he just sort of like, okay, I can play it, but this guy's like, he's even better than me, so I'm gonna let him do that, and I'll do my own thing. And so I said, we were doing the song, and we were starting these leads, and I said, I don't know, it's just not angry enough. We need like something that's like sort of like, sort of. So I said, you play slide? And he goes, yeah, well, I do. I was just like, well, let's try it out. And he totally killed it. I was like, dude, that's exactly what it needed. It was just, there's something about that slide guitar that gives you that, like, that kind of like, I'm kicking down the road. I'm done. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm done with your band. And so I think that was the thing. So, so it was, it's a fun song. I mean, it's like, there's nothing really too serious about it, but like, I think everyone sort of like gets the gist of the, just sort of funny, I'm just done. I'm kicking down the road. And I love the stuff like, you spend my money, you never say it's enough. All I want is my guitar. You can keep the rest of the stuff, and that's
That's a musician. A musician.
That's a musician right there. You can have everything else. As long as I have my guitar and I got clothes on my back, I'm out.
Of course, we all know.
Good job you don't play the piano. You'll be pushing that up the road as well.
Plus, you in a relationship, you're going to lose that guitar anyway.
That's right. Oh my God.
Everything's going to be half.
But I'm taking the guitar with me.
That's right.
That's the one. Well, guys, I think it's about time I play this Kicking Down the Road then. Definitely. So,
Right.
guys, this is the Robert Paul Band with Kicking Down the Road.
I heard you call my name, baby, please come back. What you did to me last night ain't ever gonna last. I'm kicking down the road, kicking down the road, ain't taking no more. We're making love, you called out his name. If you think I'm staying with you one more night, honey must be insane. I'm kicking down the road, kicking down the road, ain't taking no more. Kicking down the road, kicking down rest of the stuff. I'm kicking down the road, kicking down the road. Ain't taking no more. Kicking down the road, kicking down the road. Ain't taking no more, baby. Oh, baby, I'm gone. Ain't taking your bad love anymore. No, no, no. Kicking down the road, baby. Kicking down the road. I ain't taking no more. Kicking down the road. Kicking down the road, yeah. Ain't taking no more. Your bad. Oh, 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 oh. No, 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 no. No, 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 no.
Excellent.
Absolutely fantastic.
Absolutely. I love that song.
I love it.
really do.
Yeah.
Every time I hear it, I think it's brilliant.
That sounded terrible. It sounded like you're in an isolation booth.
Yeah,
I can hear nothing but Tim, and then nothing but that slide guitar. And I'm
Yeah.
going,
So what happens is on StreamYard, it isolates the music, but when it gets played on the microbrew show,
Yeah.
that gets took out and the original music gets put in.
Yeah,
If you know what I mean.
They
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
come up and stuff like that and play it properly on the.
But
on the
StreamYard puts like a thing
God.
on it that stops it, because even when I'm playing my song, the story, it's very powerful and very rocky. It'll cut out the guitar and everything.
But you know
Um,
what? So nevertheless, the listeners still love the music. So
It's
good, isn't it? You know what I mean?
It's still good.
It is what it is. You know.
sounded
you
Right.
had a message off Ricky saying, "Great song, old school, great voice."
I'll bring that up. There you go.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Awesome.
I just wrote that.
Yeah, Rick.
Oh, Ricky. Oh, it says his name. Darn.
So, Tim, you have worked, toured with Duran Duran and Billy Idol. Is that right?
Yeah, it was like funny. We had our manager from EG. They put us on this tour for like about 3 months, and it was every club owner was worse than the next. It was like, the meanest, and the food sucked, and it was poor. And we came back, we're like, man. He goes like, what was that tour? He goes, I was just trying to toughen you up, but stop crying, because in a week and a half you're opening for Duran Duran at Brandenburg Arena. So like, it was a Reflex tour. And then it was like, and so that was our first, big thing. And it was funny because we went out and everyone's thinking like, oh, these guys are new, it's probably gonna, and people loved us. It's like, I guess back then, like in Duran, they used to throw teddy bears up there or something, like, right? That was a big thing with them, and we got a lot of teddy bears. So I guess they liked us. So, and then we did 40 Days of Billy Idol. We went out with Missing Persons, Simple Minds. We did about 12 shows with them. Missing Persons, we did them twice. Thomas Dolby, Berlin, Depeche Mode, The Cure, Modern English. Let's see, Stray Cats. Brian Setzer is a friend of mine. Yeah, back then he's playing a band called Bloodless Pharaohs, and we were neighbors and allies, and we were like around Philly, so we'd switch, like some nights they'd be headline and some nights we'd headline. And but Brian, when he was leaving that band and said, listen, I'm gonna do the rockabilly thing, we had to talk about it. I said, what do you think? And I know he was brilliant. It's like, he's brilliant. And I said, whatever you do, man, it's gonna be great. So it's just, do what your heart says. But he had it was so funny. One time I did this, I just got to tell the story about him because this always blows my mind. So we're doing he's playing, he's on stage, and he breaks a high E string on his guitar, and he's like, and he looks at me with high E string, and I go, okay. So I run the back, I get one out of his case, I string it up, he puts it onto the thing, he starts tuning it up. Now his lead's coming up, and I swear, I go, eh, and the lead came in, he was right in, didn't miss a beat. I'm like, you. Dude, did you practice that? It's like amazing. It was like, yeah. So I mean, yeah. So yeah, we did a lot of touring, like, and I had a great time. I mean, just God, we did one time we toured with Blue Angel, which was Cyndi Lauper, and then it was Breaking Glass. I want to think like God. Nick Lowe, is that one that guy used to do, like, I love the sound of breaking glass, that one. And it was Michael Carrick was a singer, like this guy from Tempted and all. Yeah, so we had to open up for that group, and that was like really fun. So I mean, we've opened up some really good bands, and it's like great. And then we did Roxy Music. That was like really, like, come on, Roxy Music's like iconic, right? I mean, just
Yeah.
So I mean, we had it was a great 2-year run, man. We just did anything from 5 to 25,000 seaters for 2 years, and it's awesome,
So some of your music got put onto TV shows, is that right? Did it get put onto Smallville?
Yeah, I have Smallville, One Tree Hill, Glory Days, a couple movies, Girl Got Mo, Mysterious Way.
So Rob is a fanatic about Superman and things like that, Marvel characters, and he's watched Smallville, so he's intrigued to know what did you do, what music's on there. So now we can go back and say, I know who that is.
There's a line in the show that night, in that episode, and the girl goes, I haven't seen my dad in 17 years. And I have a song before that called 17 Years Down.
I'm going to look out for that.
Yeah.
So I mean,
and it was great. I mean, it's mailbox money. I mean, I'm doing that now. I'm working with a guy in Nashville that's putting our songs into that genre and getting into the more movies. And I did some commercials for some people. There was a silly show on TV, and I wrote the theme song for that. So I mean, it's just. It's always like, you're always learning stuff, every time. But I mean, the right now, getting songs in a TV show, licensing fees, and then the back end with the publishing, it's one of the ways musicians and songwriters can actually make money again, if you get in. Yeah. But of course, it's tough to get in. But I have some people that I work with, and they like what I do, so
that's good. That's good. And what about you, Robert? Like, have you got any claim to fames? Any stories you can tell?
I don't know anybody.
No, he doesn't know nobody. He's just here. You know what I mean?
I'm still here. Yeah. Well, my story is back in the mid '70s to in Jacksonville when Leonard Skinner was becoming huge.
Okay.
And Johnny had started his own. He had started a bar band, and I was in a band that was playing around Jacksonville, not really looking for a record deal. It was more of a bar band, copy band. And Ronnie, who is the singer for Skinner, had seen me play in that band in one of the bars at Jack's Beach. And so that's kind of how I got connected to Johnny. And at the time I got in the band, they weren't really writing any songs. I was a few years older, so I did have songs that I had already written that I brought with me to the band, and a lot of those songs ended up on the first record. And also my connection to Al Cooper, who produced the first two Skinner records. He also produced our first and third records. So, it's just having that. When I got to the studio, I had been exposed to a lot of great players.
Yeah.
Being exposed to Gary Rossington and Alan Collins and Ed King and the Allman Brothers, especially because a lot of my slide, or at least I try to play, is like Duane Allman. I try to get that blues tone with just playing off the music. Nothing difficult. Just try to make it melodic.
Yeah.
which he was very, very good at. I mean, everybody goes crazy about how he was just all over the place, but he just could just hold one note. And it would just make you cry. It was so pure.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
And Tim makes me do that too. So
Make you cry.
Makes him cry. That's
makes me
good.
cry, and he makes me play my slide. And
Can you not see the box of tissues at the side of him?
well, when I first started playing slide, I made him cry. He goes, "I
Right,
thought you
okay.
said you could play
Yeah.
slide." I can, I swear.
I can. I swear. Yeah.
So,
No, it's
well,
funny. Worked out well, man.
I think it's really good, you know, that you guys have had these experiences. Like, is there anything, like, any advice you can give to like a musician that is wanting to get ahead and step up that next level? What would be the advice you would give to them as professionals, as yourselves?
Well, for me, I tell them, listen, don't worry about the fame. Worry about the music. Number one.
yeah.
You know what I mean? If you're gonna
Don't play for fame. Don't
if
play
you-
for fame.
don't. And then the other thing is like, you know, whatever you need to do to rehearse and you know, like we're missing persons. Terry Bozzio, your drummer at that time, was probably one of the top 10 drummers in the world, right?
Still
Every-
is.
Yeah, he still is. He's just amazing and nicest guy ever.
Yeah.
I will say, and we toured with them. We went up twice with them, and every time he came off the bus, he had a practice pad and a rudiment book. Even as good as he was, every day he practiced. And so the thing is, you know, if you're gonna do this for real, then you have to be that good. You have to, you know, and when you get that good, what happens is it frees you up to do more things. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I'm like I sing. Okay, I sing every day. Every day I sing at least an hour. You know what I mean? To keep my pipes going. You know what I mean? And I work at it, and I do different things, and I try to get more control all the time. And so if you're going to be a guitar player, then you need to put them. I have a grandson who's a drummer. He's going up to Berklee School of Music in Boston in August for his audition. Kid's amazing, but he practices like 5-6 hours a day, and he loves it. I love it.
Yeah.
I told him, like, you know, guys like Jeff Beccaro and all these guys, you know, they put the time in.
Yeah.
You know, so you got to do it. You know, it's like it doesn't have, and then the thing is, you got to have a thick skin because not
Very
everyone,
thick.
because not everyone's gonna love your music. You know, oh, that's tripe. You know that you know, it's just you gotta believe in yourself. Just do it and put in the time. You know, like there's a line in one of the songs there. You know, the moon doesn't shine without the sun. You know what I mean? And it's just another way of saying, like, you know, you got to put the time in to do it. You know?
Yeah.
Stuff.
Yeah, definitely. So, what we're going to play next, then, I think, right? We're going to get to the next song, and we've decided with "Love Comes Around" for the next song. So, do you want to give us a little insight on it?
Yes, go ahead. For me, it's I agree with Tim. It's like Tim said earlier. It's about people finding love at a strange place in their life or at a strange time.
Yeah, I mean, for me, the way I met my wife, was a friend of mine was in he used to work in this restaurant as a kid, and we were in a band and stuff like that. And so it was like Mother's Day. Mother's Day here in the States is like, it's a huge restaurant day, and it's like, you know, and so the place he worked at, and he knew the guy, the owner, very well. And one of the cooks called out, so he goes, "Hey, you know anybody that cooks? I mean, it's Mother's Day, and I got all these reservations, you know." And I go, "I cook." I go, "I can do broiler stick." And he goes, "Well, can you come in?" You know, and it's just, I go, "Yeah, okay, I'll come in for the day." I mean, I worked there one day just to help him out. That was it. And my wife was waiting tables, and we went out that night, and we've never been apart. You know, so I mean, it's just like, so. And the whole thing is like, you know, it always comes easy when it's right from the start, and like a stray bullet straight to your heart.
Yeah.
You didn't see it coming, but you're ready for it now, because somehow and some way love comes around, and it does. I mean, and so that's the whole myth, and that's the whole gist of the song. And I have, you know, I know a lot of friends that are like, older and stuff, and they're just looking for a partner and they can't find it. And I said, you wait, it'll come when you're least expected. You know what I mean? It's gonna.
See, in my way, I would like, because everybody takes their own perception on different ways. See, with me and Rob, I was with my ex-partner for 11 years.
Right.
And I didn't find them. I didn't just find them in the charity shop somewhere. Do you know what I mean?
Yep, I was
But-
standing on aisle 5.
We came together through a friend, and I ended up splitting the relationship over 11 years and getting with Rob and being with him 13 years. And when you find a different love that you've been looking for,
Right.
like you said before, that's like how I would feel about this song. So even if you've had a love but you've found a better love as well,
Mhm.
if you know what I mean, like somebody who can love you
Yeah.
that little bit more.
Yeah, right. Well, before I play the song, we've had a comment of Lisa Self. She said, "Would love to know which guitars Robert used on the album. Thanks."
Oh,
It's,
there you go.
So a 1922 Silvertone. It's made by that guitar is a 2020 Gibson Les Paul Honeyburst, but it has coil tap. And the reason I like coil tap on a guitar, especially Les Paul, sometimes Les Pauls can sound a little one-dimensional.
Okay.
By utilizing coil tap and changing the pickups, the way they work, and the tones, and of course Tim the master, you can make the guitar sound like a Stratocaster, literally.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's why I love coil tap in a Les Paul. But Les Paul's best guitar ever made.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree there.
I was going to say you would agree there, wouldn't you?
Yeah, most
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a beautiful guitar.
Yeah.
Yeah. So here we go then. This is the Robert Paul Band with When Love Comes Around.
Your love can be a ghost. It haunts you at night. So damn close, but somehow denied. Victims can be victims. All they want, you got to break away. 'Cause the victims you're not always comes up easy when it's right from the start. And like a stray bullet, straight to your heart. Didn't see it coming, ready for it now. Somehow, yeah, some way, love comes around. Love comes around. Trying to figure it out, no one to blame. 'Cause you tried to start a fire without any flame. It always comes easy when it's right from the start. And like a stray bullet, it goes straight to your heart. You didn't see it coming, but you're ready for it now. 'Cause somehow, yeah, some way, love comes around. Yes, some way love comes around. Love comes around. Love comes around. Love comes around.
Another beautiful song. Seriously,
That
man.
guitar was stunning.
Wow.
Oh, I tell you, man, that sounded terrible. That's, I mean, but you know what? You get to hear the lyrics. Those are some awesome lyrics, Tim. They're just
Oh.
really good, really good.
Like to us, we were hearing, like I said to my missus, like he's got like a Bryan Adams type of
Adams.
voice,
Yes.
you know.
Also, a little Tom Petty's to me.
Okay, yeah.
Even, Bob Dylan,
Or Jacob Dylan.
Jacob
You know,
Dylan.
Wallflowers. Yeah, that kind of thing.
Especially
Too.
since,
Like pure talent.
victims can be victims.
Yeah, victims can be victims.
Yeah.
You know,
Who's that remind you of? Just saying.
victims can be victims. Yeah.
Victims.
Victims.
You don't go crazy with it. But, you know,
Bobby.
So,
Go on,
Robert, I'm
Phil.
going to ask you a question that I ask everybody.
uh-oh.
When you were younger, did your parents support you in music? Because we've got a thing over here in the UK. If you go to your parent and you go, I want to be a musician, they tell you, go and get a proper job. That's what we get.
Right.
That is it.
Not everybody, you know, like there's
Well,
some
From the
Mine-
Northeast, that's what you get.
I grew up in the deep South, and I can tell you in the 60s that my mother thought I had absolutely lost my mind.
Okay.
Yeah.
But she also recognized that I could play.
Yeah.
And not having much money, she certainly did her best to help
Yep.
me out. Although when I said I want to move to Jacksonville and become a famous guitar player, then she definitely thought I was cuckoo. So and she might have been right.
Yeah.
She might have been right. But no, I disagree with that. I think parents, you have to help them because if a kid comes to you and they can show any kind of talent, just a little bit, help them because you never
Yeah.
know what's inside.
Yeah, most definitely.
See, like we're from like the Northeast. We're from like I'm from a mining village, so where all the pits and everything were, the mines.
Right.
So it was either you work,
Yep.
do you know what I mean, or you work. There was no
You're not going
any
to
of
be a
us.
musician. No, they won't
No,
let
no,
No.
definitely not. What about you, Tim? Did you have the same experience, or
Oh yeah, my dad was an FBI agent, so,
You ain't doing
and
nothing.
I'm the oldest of 10, so and I'm Irish, so like thing is like, well,
You're going to be a policeman,
you're gonna be a priest, right? I go,
priest,
No.
right?
no. Yeah, well, what happened? Yeah, I at 15, I stayed down at a shore house one time, right? With this place called Captain Neck. It was a old Coast Guard station, and all the lifeguards on the shore resort stayed there, and I was 15 years old. I was probably and very unexperienced, and so the lifeguards told all the girls there that I was very unexperienced. And the girls wanted to experience me, so like, I'm trying to keep it clean as I can, you know. And then I went home and I go, Dad, the priest thing, never, man, no, and it's not happening. No, I'm not giving that up ever.
I
So,
done found love.
but the thing is, I mean, my parents like, well, it's a hobby, like. And then now after I got signed, Dad said I probably should have let you into music school and blah blah blah, but he liked it, and then as later on, I was going to Nashville and it's like he was seeing like some stuff and I was getting songs on TV shows and movies and when I went my record deal, we went to England and the manager he took me to this place to have my hair done. Like, I want you to go to this place because it's famous rock. Okay, so it was like Blue and Black, and I came home. My dad's like, what's with that hair, man? Like,
Okay.
like we used to go to this restaurant. Like Mike Minucci's goes, we're not going there. No, not with that hair. No, we're going somewhere. It's like, you're not going in front of my friends with that head. It's like, so, you know, I mean, and I was like, you know, being the oldest of 10 was 5 boys and 5 girls, and you know, and I was supposed to be the good example, and I was actually basically the black sheep of the family. My family's like, you know, they all play golf and they have like, you know, tacky pants, and you know, they're really, you know, good people. We're all friends. I mean, it's, you know, we're still a tight family, but it's just like I'm the only one with tattoos. Yeah, they think
You're the black sheep.
I'm the black sheep.
I'm the black sheep of my family as well. So
Yeah.
We're the ones that 2 of us.
We're the ones that have fun though. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
But I will say one thing my dad did teach me, like whatever you do, just go for it 100%. You know what I mean? And don't be afraid to fail, because you learn. I mean, feel like, you know, oh, I don't want to do that. What if it doesn't work out? Yeah, what if it doesn't work? You're gonna starve to death? No.
Yeah.
You just bring it. You have the worst. What does everyone said if they say like the big regret they have? I didn't try, but you know.
Yeah.
Don't just keep going, man, because it's like, you know, it's like, so at the end of the day, like I gave it my all. Right. I had a lot of fun doing it. I met a lot of great people. I had a lot of great experiences. Maybe I wasn't a Taylor Swift, you know, but the thing is, I mean, right now, think about being famous, how awful that is right now. Everyone's got a video camera.
I couldn't personally, not for me.
I mean, if you're scratching yourself like an inappropriate place because it itches, I'm trying to say it nice. Zip on it, you know, then just like, okay, there he is, you know, the butt scratch.
Or you scratch your nose, or they've been doing do you know what I mean? Yeah.
So I mean, it's like every little thing. So you have to be so much on your guard. It's like, ugh.
Yeah.
But you know, so you know,
like Robbie said, you can't cuss anymore either.
Yeah, you can't cuss anymore.
Yeah.
And we've been keeping it pretty clean this whole show.
And you know, I for a lady, I have a foul mouth, so I am doing pretty well, to be quite honest with you. I'm doing really, really well.
Well, we have a question here off Lisa again. She says, would love to know how Tim goes about recording his awesome harmonies. Thank you.
Oh.
Tell the truth now.
Tell the truth.
I know. Don't give him that.
I'll tell you how I did it. I go, Robbie, go away.
Get out.
Get out. I'll call you when I'm
talking about. Like I opened the door and all you see is Tim going,
yeah,
it's the Robert Paul band, man. What are you doing?
Yeah. But most of the time it's just like, Robbie, get out. It's like, I'm doing the vocals. I'm gonna call you when I'm done, and then you can come.
I never knew when he was done.
Yeah. Hey, okay, now you can come in now. Listen, and they go, oh, okay, that works. Go. So,
I was worried because I'd be like, how's that going to fit that song? Because they don't fit nothing.
Yeah. It's funny when you hear like if you hear like stems of people just singing like parts. You go,
yeah.
Sounds like, what is that?
You'd be like, what the hell?
I've been in tune with my cats. Do you know what I mean? Doing different harmonies, falsetto, and that, you know.
Yeah.
This is what I got you on not so long ago, because he was in the studio and he was recording like his ad libs, and all you was hearing is "woo, yeah, okay," and I was like, "What's going off in there?"
That's it right there.
Yeah.
So,
I'll tell you though. A trick I did, and I did it my whole. I always, every time I listen to a song somebody sing, I'd harmonize to it. So it's like I can I can pretty much harmonize. Like anybody starts singing, I pretty much can tag a like I do these things. There's a festival down here, and I play with some songwriters. And if I hear the hook, you know what I mean, and there's and I'll harmonize, and they're like, yeah, cool, so it works. But I always just did. I practice it all the time.
Yeah.
And now now it's like some I just hear it, and then it's like try to, and then by singing every day and control your voice, you can sort of do it. But yeah, thanks for that. But I try. I love harmonies anyway. I'm a huge Beatle fan, as Robbie will tell you in the studio. There's Beatle pictures everywhere. There's one with John Lennon. He's got in New York. He's got his arms crossed like this, and I sort of it's like John's looking at me going like, okay, you better write something decent. It's like
Is that a good, is
I'm
that a
getting
good
good.
song you're fixing to play for me?
Yeah, it better be good. Oh, damn. Yes, Joe, I'm trying my
Before,
best.
Yes, John.
before the Beatles became famous, my grandma, she had 2 other sisters, and our youngest one used to sneak away from where we lived down to Liverpool to go to the Cavern.
Mhm.
So
Oh,
she
yeah.
witnessed the Beatles before they became the Beatles, if you know what I mean.
Oh,
So
yeah.
she watched them evolve in the Cavern, and yeah, she told some tales, some wild tales. Yeah.
I've read that book. They were out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They didn't sleep much, I can tell you that.
I've got to say, you know, once we've played these tracks, like me and the missus are probably going to pick one to put forward to the Mighty Brew Radio chart show.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much. That'd be
It's really nice, you know, to see like what you guys can do, you know, hear you guys' story as well. You know, people are going to see this over and over and over again. It can be shared as many times you want after the show. Do you know what I mean? So it's going to be great.
Thanks.
So the next song I'd like to get on, do you want to announce it, love? Or can you remember it?
No, I can't remember it. I've been talking since then. Sorry.
Women, what can I say? Women.
The mind is a terrible thing to waste.
I know.
But you keep at it, girl.
Honestly.
So
It's the menopause, I'm telling you. That's what it is. It's the menopause. That's what's doing it, okay?
That's it. An American woman would never say that of me.
Oh, well, it's happening. Just me, and it ain't good.
welcome to the UK.
Yeah.
That was hilarious.
So anyway, guys, I'm gonna play the next song for you, and this one is called "She's Long Gone." So give us a little bit of an insight on it.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
It's the sister of Kicking Down the Road kind of thing.
yeah.
Right,
We had some friends that were going through some tough times in the middle of a breakup, and the thing is, and it's sort of funny because it was almost a little bit, I was gonna say it, like a prophecy.
Yeah.
You know how, you know, because she's long gone, and you know she's running, and you know, and so, and my friend, when this happened, you know, it's like after like that the breakup, you know, she hooked up pretty quick, and I think that's sort of a lot of it. So she's long gone, but he's sort of happy with it. But she was mean, and I love the thing. It's like I love the thing about like the line. It's like I'm tired of you nailing me to your cross. I mean, if that doesn't sort of say it, like, you know,
Yeah.
it's just like, I mean, what in Nashville they do songwriting. They have a thing called furniture in the room. And what they talk about is like talk about things that people sort of can see or give a visual. You know what I mean? You could say things, you know, I could say like, you know, she was mean to me, or I could say, you know, like, I'm tired of you nailing me to your cross. And it's like, so you see, you know, you get it, you know, it's like,
Yeah.
you know, oh my God. Right. So, and I think that's what they taught me. So that's what I try to put in the songs and stuff like that. But yeah, it's a funny song, you know, she's like, you know, she's long gone. But I like the thing because it's a banjo in the verses. Right, and then it goes into this sort of rock chorus, and people are like, what happened?
Yeah.
Who put the switch on? You know, so, and I love mixing genres a little bit, so
Me
it's
too.
sort of
Yeah.
fun.
Very
Yeah.
much. Yeah.
And that's what I like about that, like how you do that music, because as I said to you before, like I like ELO, and I find that's what they do as well. They've got like country,
yeah.
then it turns into rock, and then it turns into a full
The same
like
song. The same song.
it's just like, I mean, so that's how like I like your music, because it's bits of this and bits of that, and it's all
course,
put together and it works so well.
Thanks.
I mean, obviously, we might go over the hour tonight just by a little bit, which
Well,
is
you just
okay.
cut us out.
It-
for everything.
It can be edited, you see.
Yeah,
for
I'll
the
get
radio
edited and
show,
sorted.
so sorry about that. That's all
Okay.
good. So this
Start
song,
playing.
guys, is
Start
by
playing.
the Robert Paul Band, and it's called "She's Long Gone."
That sounds good now. Did you change something?
I'm on my knees, I'm done pleading. I'm tired of you, never me to your cross. Just so much whiskey could be helping, but in the end, it ain't worth the cost. she's long gone, and that's fine. You're playing me, and that's a fact. What came out of your mouth, you can't take back. It was down and dirty, around to the core. I'm so glad, baby, you're out the door. I didn't see it coming. I guess I should have known this time. She's out there running. Yeah, she's all gone, and that's fine. You think it's all worked out, then it hits you in your head. What you think you had, and what you have is dead. She's long gone, long gone. You think it's all worked out, then it hits you in the head. What you think you had, and what you have is dead. She's long gone, long gone. Long gone, long gone. Long gone, long gone. She's long gone, long gone. Long gone, long gone. She's long gone.
Nice little flow there at the end.
Yeah, nice little run there. I like
Yeah,
it.
definitely. That was awesome. Awesome.
Tell me I didn't listen to Leonard Skinner.
But guess what, guys? No, we haven't heard your last song yet, but me, Gemma, and Graham are all in agreement that should be put into the chart show.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah,
Sure.
we'll take it.
We'll
Yeah.
take it. Yay.
Yeah, most definitely. And
It's
Graham,
rocking.
right now, you know, he said, like, this is absolutely brilliant. Defo chart entry. So this is the guy that makes it happen.
Oh,
Thank you.
Thank you
So-
so much, man.
There you go.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Christine Parsons says, sounds like the Beatles.
Oh, thank
Wow.
you, Christine. You're
There you
right.
go.
That's
There you
love
go.
I
that
love
little
Christine.
bridge there. That little bridge in before the
Mhm.
chorus is Beatle chords all the way.
Yeah.
Tim McGreary. Yeah.
And Ricky Armstrong says, brilliant song. Was if it's a single, if not, should be.
It is now. Thank
It
you,
is
Rick.
now.
There you go.
Thanks, Ricky.
There you go. So you see what I mean? We've had some amazing support tonight. It's been
There
brilliant.
you go. Thank
know,
you.
I am going to try and get your last song in before we end the
Good,
show
yeah.
tonight. You know what
Because I want you
But,
to tell us about your album and where to find it and all the rest of it as well.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'd like to get all that. in.
do your plugs, man. Do your plugs. Tell people where they can find you and stuff, you know?
Go ahead, Robbie.
All right. You can find the Robert Paul Band at robertpaulband.com, or you can find it on facebook.com/Robert Paul Band. You can also send an email, robertpaulband@yahoo.com. And when you go on the website, you can see all the links to iTunes, Spotify, Apple. I mean, the list is, there's over 300 outlets that you can buy these songs on. So not hard to find. Just type Robert Paul Band or even Tim McGeary, and you'll find it.
I was gonna say too, if anybody wants a CD, signed
Yes.
CD,
Yeah.
they can just
Email
go
me.
to the website, email him, and we'll both sign it. We'll send you a CD.
Well, we
Yeah.
want one for our car.
Oh, you're
Well,
gonna,
we'll send you one for free, bro,
yeah,
Oh,
yours is free.
for sure.
Awesome.
And also, guys, if you go onto TikTok,
We'll send you 2, but you don't give one to Gemma. Come on. We sell it. Get some
She
money
checks
out.
the mail, so she'll end up with one, and I
Oh,
won't.
you're screwed now. You won't even get one of them.
But I also want to say as well, if people go onto TikTok and type in Robert Paul Band, all the songs come up on TikTok, so you can use them as your videos. And if you use them as your videos, guys, it gets the Robert Paul Band out there more on TikTok and known, and gets some more plays and streams as well. So you can go over that way and do it.
Yeah,
there you go.
Great plug, Emma. Great plug.
Thank you, Emma. That's awesome.
Definitely. Well, I'm going to play this last track then. And then we'll say our goodbyes and stuff. Obviously, stick around in the studio so we say goodbye properly after the show.
Got it.
Some people just tend to leave, which is okay. You know what I mean? It's like, once the interview's done, bye.
Yeah. It's all good.
No, but it's all good. So, the last song we're playing, guys, it's High Time. So, give us a little insight.
Well, the chorus is like, it's the whole thing is like, you're good enough. That's the thing, it's high time. And like, that a lot of people like, they're people that have been, sort of downtrodden and stuff, and like, sort of listen to people, try to put them down and all that stuff and make their, and the thing is, no, man, it's like, we're going to live this life. We're going to, and you're good enough. And that's the whole thing. That's the whole thing about being high time. And I think, and that's so that one line is, but what that one says, like, the moon, the moon needs the sun, right? And wishing doesn't make it to the work's done. And that's basically like saying, like, listen, it's great to have hopes and visions, but at the same time is that you got to put the time in, you got to put the work.
Yeah.
You got to do it, otherwise, you're fooling yourself. And the guys that do the work and do that, they're the guys that succeed. You hear any story of anybody that's doing it, that's making waves. Their stories like, oh, I practice for hours and hours. Whatever that they do.
I've got to say, all these songs, like what we played tonight, have been absolutely fantastic, top notch.
Oh, thanks.
So professional. You know what I mean? You guys really should be famous in my eyes.
Well, we should, but
you really should.
As long as we have friends, who cares? We just keep making music.
You're famous in your own right.
If you like this record, then you're gonna really like the next one, because Jim's been up to some really good songwriting. So
awesome. So here it is, guys. It's high time to play the Robert Paul Band. Here we go.
It's high time.
I'm so tired of paying your ransom. Stay or leave, my only option. Make it like I owe you something more. And there it is, I'm so damn clear. How do I make it out of here? Out of goodbye, without slamming doors. She wants more. It's high time. There's nothing more to say. It's high time. You're gonna have to find a way. Don't pretend we didn't try. Look at me and question why. There is only so much time that can wait. Let's find that place where we can breathe. Lose out her crippling you and me. Crazy it took so long for us to say. Why do we stay? It's high time. There's nothing more to say. It's high time. We're gonna find our way. It's high time. There ain't no time. Time, it's a hardcore matter of time, there's nothing more to say. Time, we're gonna have to find our way. Time, there ain't no turning back. Time, it's a hardcore matter of fact.
There you go. Absolutely fantastic.
They're all
Seriously.
fantastic. They really are.
Yeah, like I'm just gonna give you guys a massive round of applause now, like obviously for all the songs.
Thanks, man. And that was my mistake. I don't know, my blood sugar's down or something, but I was talking about Life and the song Life. And
Yeah.
High Time. High Time is just basically, hey, it's we've done what we can. It's not going to work out. It's high time we make a move. That's it. So.
Well, it's been an excellent interview. Thank you so
Fantastic.
much for being here tonight. And
Thanks
giving
for
us
having us,
awesome
man.
content, man.
Like we want to, we like to come back sometime too. So like, and like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
we'll get
Yeah,
the
definitely.
next singles come out. Like we're gonna start recording the end of July. So
Okay,
we get some
okay.
new stuff. We'll throw the new stuff at you, and and you guys can give us your hey or ooh. Yeah. So
Hey, we'll have to sort something out. We'll have to arrange something, get you guys back on, and
Yeah.
and tell everybody about your new stuff and things
Oh.
like that. Yeah, it'll be really good, man.
Thank you
Definitely.
so much, man. I really appreciate you guys, and this is fun tonight. It's really good.
Yeah, definitely.
You guys are good. You're good interviewers, and it's a professional show.
I think Robert's on mute.
No, he should be.
No,
Oh,
On you.
he sounds gone.
Dan's gone.
How about now?
That's better.
Yay!
We're here.
Oh, I was trying to tell him keep it muted. It's much better. No.
Yeah. I know y'all are talking about me. I could hear you.
Like, seriously.
I said, good questions, Gemma. Very good.
Ah, thank you.
Yeah, really good tonight.
A lot of times we get some stupid questions.
Oh yeah, but I will say too, and the people that listened and
You
gave
too,
us
Rob.
feedback tonight, thank you so much for listening, and I hope you enjoy it. And we're gonna put more stuff out.
Here we
Yeah,
are.
definitely, man.
Definitely.
We'll share this out as well. I'll send a link to you guys so you can share the show out. And if there's any other musicians that want to come forward for an interview on Tune Talk Review Show, send them across, man. We'll sort something out. You know what I mean? Definitely.
Yeah, cool.
Sure.
Well,
it.
I'm gonna say good night to everybody on live. Okay, this has been an awesome show. It really has. And we will see you on the next one. Don't know when it'll
Right.
be. We'll see you. We will.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone.
Good night from me, Robbie P. Good night from Gemma P. And
Night.
the
Tim
Robert
McGarry, Robert
That's the
Paul.
one. That's the one.
Night, guys.
So
Night.
take care. Keep it real.
Yeah.
It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Lights got all ties like the flies in the sky, soaring high. I'm on a level with a medal, time to fly. Lost spies, woodwicking drama drama in the night, time to fight. I'm not dying for a sinner with no sight and no light. Knocking off the wickets like a quickest on a wire. Click that bang, shots are fired, running from life's desire. Making a labor run with an aim of small fire. Snap the rapper on my shoulder, this fool ain't no liar. They call me Humble D, dominated being humble. I will sting you like a bee, kill your talents when you stumble. Mark my vision, bring me down, 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 right to your mumble. I can finally see this ball, but all the fakeness isn't subtle. Who's that with a boom bap? Robbie's in a school rap. Judging makes you weak, so fix a leak on your screw cap. Looking for a tweet on the subject, you threw back. I'm ending all this here, I've got no time for a loop back.